You guys, you have been dearly and severely missed. It's your girl Sunny. Welcome to tonight's show. Cam, Dell, y'all know what to do.
Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Dale, 1/3 of the trifecta from the lunch table.
What up, what up? It's your boy Cam. Happy Friday. Everybody, what up, people?
Yes. So we got it's the freestyle show tonight. I just turned my camera off and I don't know where my mouse is. Oh, here we go. This is what happens when you have 3 monitors. You just got to figure it out. This is why I be needing Willie, because Willie does all this, and I just sit there in the queue and show up on video. And I'll be doing what?
No, I was about to say something, but I got a crazy setup anyway. But it's because of my job.
Don't do that. Don't do me like that. But welcome to tonight's show. It is June 5th, 2026.
June already.
Right? It's June. It's Gemini season. It's been acting like Gemini season with the weather, at least. So, there's that.
You're all in this astrology.
I'm just saying, for Taurus season, it rained right after Taurus season for like 7 days and 7 nights. It just rained. Y'all wanted
to. It cried. Excuse me.
It was crying.
Y'all went away.
Hold on, what?
Did you just kick him?
I didn't mean to press that button. Don't start with me.
Oh.
All right. So as any other Sex with Sunny show, we do I Need a Drink Fridays. So with that being said, I'm going to let Stale Dell say why he needs to take his drink while I fix my video.
Well, my last one crossed the stage, so I'm officially an empty nester. And I'll be 45 in about 6 days.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Got another one. Got another one graduating. Shares of that.
I got a day off,
you,
and I'll be here at the beach.
Which is always a good thing. I actually need a shot because it has been one hell of a week.
What happened?
A lot of stuff going on, y'all. Just co-parenting stuff.
For the week.
So yeah, it's not for the week. It is not for the week. Look at y'all smiles, bro. I got 11 years to go. So
no, you got more years than that, bro. It don't stop at 18.
Well, yeah. I mean, with her mother, because then when you're old enough to you can just fly and drive, and I ain't gotta see your mother no more. I think that's what I'm counting. I'm counting that. Same thing with my nephew. My nephew was like that. Like my sister was a dick. And then when he got old enough, I would just fly him out, or he catches a train to come see me. He just graduated from Duke. Shout out my nephew. And what was that, last month? Yeah. Shout out nephew. Just graduated from Duke. So yeah. So I need a shot. It's been stressful, y'all. Y'all pray for me. If you're watching, y'all pray for me.
Hey, been there, done that. I understand your pain, sir. I will drink with you.
So I'm going to take my shot of my mixture of my Arizona. Because I'm not drinking tonight. I'm going to be sober tonight. As of last show, I didn't take my edible till after. So, but this time I'm going to be completely sober the entire time. But no, I'm taking my shot to surviving my kids. Yeah, I love them. I love them dearly. But yeah, surviving them. I love them, but kids, I got a grown kid that's, thinks she's my mother. She wants things explained to her. I started it. She's just now, reaping the benefits of me always over the oversharer that I am, Now I just be catching myself like, why am I explaining this to this person that ain't paying none of my bills? Like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. And then, you know, my son with his random gang bangings, he has been doing good. Also, he be gang banging. He be in here set tripping every day, and it's like, oh, hey, oh, bro, like we on the same team. Like I need you to know that I got you, but also like chill. Like you the screaming for no reason. Well, it's probably a reason that he can't verbalize it, and I understand that. But also, it's that scream. It's not even like a scream. It's just like I can't even describe you. Just I mean, if you watched my podcast, you probably heard him, but not in the full scream. But if you did, I would. Some days I just be like, Lord Jesus, listen, listen, Jesus, I need you to sit down with him and tell him everything's gonna be okay, so we can move past this because this has been going on for an hour, and you know, put him in the shower and everything, and he's still like,
he don't care.
I calmed down for 2 minutes, but also I'm back on the same shit I was on. So, you know, pray for me. You know, autism mom, as an autism parent, it is not a cakewalk. And on some days, you just be like, and add that to another grown child that acts like she's still a younger kid is, you know.
I do commend you because there has been plenty of days I had to remind myself this is my kid. So
but I love you. I really do love you. Not, you know, I cherish your life, but also
I will factory reset you.
I will factory reset you. Is crazy.
I will send you back to Jesus as the.
No, we said this on Main Character Energy. Like you really, for the parents that say F them kids, those parents take care of their kids. Like we can say that because we look at these kids day in and day out, and it's like, child.
Like you don't know. I love you don't understand.
Man, my youngest is a jerk, and I had to sit there.
Deadbeats can't say that, but real parents can say fuck them kids.
And I had to sit there and tell myself, not even tell myself, I had to tell a few people she is more like me than I care to admit.
Somebody just told me when my boo told me that my daughter is similar to me. We got communication problems because we communicate similar. Shut up, Cam. He's over there shaking his head. But yeah, she's a lot like me than I would care to admit. I like to blame a lot on her dad, but also
typical.
Yes, I'm being completely transparent here. But also, I also know that her attitude probably is mine, and you know, the only problem is I feel like mine supersedes her. So when I sign up, it's different. It's like I can just, you know, she be on her mood, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna participate. And then the day I choose violence, and you know, it's violence. And that's any true mother and daughter pair. You know, these girls really be ready to test y'all and see.
Oh, they be trying y'all. They be trying y'all for real.
And for the men, it's son's trying you, and him thinking because he might be a couple inches taller than you that he about that life, and you gotta let him know you haven't been about that life all season. I made the life that you have. You haven't got there. But
all mother and daughter dynamics kind of bug me out because like looking at my sister and my mom and grandma, my girl and her mother, like how is it that y'all really go at each other like y'all act like full on ops? Don't say nothing about neither one of them to either one of them. No, they both jumping.
That part, yeah, because they
and then they'll go get their nails done. Yeah, and they go get their nails done right afterwards and shit. You want to get your nails done? You just cost me out. You just cost me out.
And while they're getting their nails done.
No, but that's big fact. It's the same. I feel like it's the same with men and their sons. Y'all like they beef, and then it's also like you can't beat me, and it's like, but Dad, I need you to help me with this. And then if y'all back to being bros, it could happen. I don't know. But I got a couple. I know this is a freestyle show. I got a couple ideals lined up. If y'all got questions or whatever, y'all drop them in the comment section for the fellas. Y'all know if y'all got just a random question y'all want asked, let me know. I got my specs on because I'm gonna do some reading today. I felt like, you know, not only am I gonna be an adult today, I'm actually gonna read out loud and in public during nighttime.
Oh, I thought you were in your 40s.
Nah, don't do that. I got contacts. I ain't doing that.
First of all, so what we're not gonna do is do that, okay?
I got contacts. So.
You got I wear my glasses when I'm looking at the small computer, but if I'm looking at my phone, I need my glasses. But I can see. I just can't see my phone in like a laptop.
So I'm on screens way too long out the day. Half the time I don't even play Xbox by the time I get off work.
That will damage your eyes. I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a damn how much I look at the PlayStation screen. I'm still gonna look at it. Not gonna damage my eyes that bad, so I can't play the game.
Oh no, I be putting I gotta put my when I put my specs on, I be like, oh, so it wasn't blurry. Okay, so it didn't make a little sense. I don't know. All
Yeah,
right,
if
so
I
I
take
got a
my shit off,
question.
my eyes are blurry.
Yeah, no, but I still got a question. I saw this actually on Reddit. Somebody asked, in a marriage, how often should you have sex?
As often that y'all
Like, and
already.
not you personally, but like, what is your ideal of what you think that should look like? Cam, you've been there already, so I know like you had your expectations and stuff like that. If it was realistic, feel free to share.
Realistically, I mean, but everybody's you get life and everything and kids and all that shit. I would expect in a 7 day week, at least 2, 3 times a week. Cause I understand like people got kids. I mean, me personally, I mean, I like to have sex every day, but like I said, you got work, you got kids, you got life, shit happens. I'm gonna say like 2, 3 times a week at least. Cause I feel like that's manageable. I feel like you can put kids to bed, heads to bed, all the kids asleep. You can have some alone time and do what you want to do. But really, it just depends on that person because if that person doesn't have a high sex drive, they could just give you some once a week and be like, I'm good. I got mine.
So hold on,
I
you,
feel
you said
like,
2 times a week?
yeah, like 2, 3 times a week. For me personally, I feel like in a 7 day week, like from Sunday to Sunday, I would just say like at least 2, 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
And two, 3 times is a good. That's a good base.
Right.
Like I don't understand the folks that just don't do it or always start. At this point, why are you in a relationship?
Facts.
Because sex is a part of it. A lot of people try to say it's overrated. Then get with somebody else that think it's overrated.
That's true.
Now, me personally, just like you, it's an everyday thing for me. But after the last few times, I've literally gotten into the habit of setting expectations. The relationship I'm in now, expectation was set. We're both exceeding those expectations, but that's probably what people need to do going in, like knowing who they getting with, basically.
That's a fact. But people can change too. People, sometimes you can get a lot of sex in the dating phase, and then when you get married, it kind of like falls by the wayside. You know
You
what
are,
I'm saying? Like you
but
already
you're
know it's that
absolutely right.
stereotype. You know it's
Look
that
look at
stereotype.
look at Adina Howard and her husband. They still cool, but they didn't make it because she had the higher sex drive.
Who did what?
Adina Howard and her husband or ex-husband.
Oh wow. I
That
feel
was the
like
reason they divorced. They're still friends. They're still good, but he couldn't meet her where she was sexually, and they had that understanding. They're still good right now, but she needed to go find what she needed, and he needed to go find what he needed.
True.
okay.
But but she literally said she wanted it all day, every day, and he couldn't. And he even said he couldn't handle
A
that.
lot. That's a lot because then that makes somebody either take performance enhancement and stuff like that, and that could kind of them. I mean, that would. I mean, if you're like up there in age, you're not gonna be able. Some people aren't able to do it all day, every day. Like, let's keep it a beat.
True.
People talk a lot of shit and really ain't about the shit they be talking about. So we're keeping it a buck. A lot of people can't have, and even people our age probably couldn't have sex every day, all day. Like, yeah, we like you. It might be a day or two. You could
I,
probably pop a couple off in a day, but that's not going to
and
be
I
the
know people that don't
7 days a week.
our age.
Huh?
7 days a week is yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, and that's an unrealistic. I feel like sometimes people say unrealistic. That's why I asked specifically, realistically, what is the like what will be the ideal amount? Like that, not just personally for you, but for as a married couple, like what would you think will be a good parameter? And we talked about this on the other Sex with Sunny, with y'all before about and then what Dell just said, you got to meet people where they at, or you got to have that understanding, have that conversation off the gate. If you're like he said, Adina Howard talked to her husband and said this was her expectation, and he couldn't meet it. Okay, this not gonna work. I don't care how much we try. We could try 6 months down the line. We got married for no reason because you don't want to have it every day, 24/7, right? And it's an unrealistic thing to expect somebody to do. Now, if your sex drive is high, you need to meet somebody that's on the same board with you, right? But even then, how long is that going to last?
What do you mean? How long is that gonna last? What do you mean, like the every day?
All the day, 24/7. Like it's people got lives, jobs, and miscellaneous shit. Like you're not
Fact,
we
miscellaneous
don't
shit. Nah,
like
facts though.
we don't have time to be sitting around fucking. And if you do, you must be super rich and ain't got to have work a day in your life from now on for the rest of your life. Realistically speaking, that ain't a lot of Americans, right? So, or anybody of any country, it's not like that, right? So the realistic, like as far as 2 weeks, 2 times in a week, I
In
can get
7 days, right? In 7 days.
I can get with that, but I feel like some people probably have more than that.
I definitely want more than that. You said
Yeah,
realistically, so like I mean, of course, like I feel like two to three is low, but like say like from Sunday to Sunday, I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? That's like every other day. But then you still got what? You still got Sunday, Tuesday. You still got like some days in there where you're not. But like you said, you got life. You might be tired at the work or something. You went to the gym. You had a long day, a long week. But definitely more than 2 3 days. But like I feel like realistically, in a two
realistic
parent
setting. Yeah,
marriage setting, yeah, I feel like that should be okay. But like you said, if your sex drive is higher, I would hope. Like we're
yeah.
talking
Like
about
you at the
bare minimum.
least, it will be 2 times a week, right?
Right, bare
At the
minimum.
least, it will be a 2 times a week. If you can get it in more time, sometimes you can get more in a day. If you own one that day, you could get one, right? So, you know what? That just made me think of a question because not that I'm not trying to scare you men off, but it's a realistic
Oh
question,
shit.
especially as we get up there in age. It's a realistic question,
Oh shit.
especially for us females. But I want to ask y'all because I want to get y'all opinion. Because I've had this conversation multiple times with people, and like I understand it. So now we're going to talk about something unfun for men, but menopause, right? So when women go through menopause, we up there in age, not necessarily Cam, but me and Dell, we up there, right? So um
Mm,
you may or may not be dating somebody older. If you were, so Cam, if you were dating somebody older and you were in a relationship with them long term and they go through the change, you can start menopause as early as 30 or later on, right? But perimenopause can start in your 30s. So if you dating a woman or in a relationship with a woman long term and she starts to go through the change of life, like every woman has to, and her sex drive is diminished, how do you think that you would handle that? Because she, like, even if y'all sex life was 4 times a week and now it's completely during this time, she's not even like it's not even a thing for her, not even ideal because of what she's going through. Like the night sweats. I don't know if y'all familiar, like the night sweats, waking up like the whole body soaking. The sex drive, some people sex drive go from zero from high to zilch, or some people significantly drop. The mood swings, the different emotions that she's going through, all these different things. How do you think that you would handle that? As far as now you used to getting it and she used to be easy to like let's go, and now it ain't that no more. And understand that it might be a change that you might go back to that. Like go back to that person, but right now it's not that.
I think you just gotta have that conversation. Like she gotta be open enough to like share that part. You know what I'm saying? And I think how you navigate that is like, yeah, I just gotta be on the same page. Like you gotta be open to be like, all right, so if you're gonna deal with somebody older, this is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? This you have to understand that this might happen, this might happen. She might be affected by it, she might not. So if it's going from like y'all going from 4 days to now you only doing it like 1 or 2 days, have that conversation because she might be able to compromise with you. She might be like, well, you know what? I might not be feeling it, but we can do this, or um, waking up in the sweats. We might not be able to talk. We might have to put the fan on. We might have to put the air conditioner on extra low. Like you have to meet somewhere in the middle. Like I gotta compromise. You're gonna have to have that conversation and being open to like understanding like her body's going through changes. She can't control that. So you either gonna fuck with it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're either gonna rock with it or you're not. But you're gonna have that understanding of like you're fucking with somebody that's older. So this is a possibility, right?
Okay.
I
And
honestly, excuse me, I honestly don't know how I would handle it. So I actually do have a friend. Day one, grew up with her, and she's been in menopause for years now. She gets the hot flashes. She is literally turned off at least about 80% of the time. Every once in a while, that flash come through, and she's just like, "All right, I want to get it in." And before she can make that phone call, yeah, the mood them passed. Knowing those sides, like the hot flashes and all that stuff, that's whatever. Because I'm hot all the time too. We'll both be sitting there sweating. But
Facts.
yeah, the with the whole mood changes, that's something different. Because you can't sit there and say, "Oh well, if she loved me, she'd be doing." Nah, that's not how menopause work. It literally is a complete biological change. She is completely dry, turned off. There, and it's not you. It's just something she's going through.
Yeah, because I think some men will take it as she's not attracted to me if she don't explain it. Like Cam said, if she don't explain this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes even if she do, because you like if you're not, I feel like some things you
If
won't
you're not
really understand because
receptive.
you're not going through it. You don't. You can say, "Oh, that's just an excuse." She said it 6 times already, and like you said, some people go through it for years. Some people don't even have too much of a change, other than some people have like the small changes, not necessarily because I've known people that went through it and fine out here living their best life and
I'm about to
even
say they
more
have hot flashes and
excited
they still
about
jumping
life.
on everything.
Yeah, they get hot flashes here and there, but like they don't go through the I don't feel attractive, and then also my body is changing, and like this is, but I'm not in that mood or space where I even get aroused, right? I know people that never went through that, but went through menopause. So it kind of depends on the woman, that's how like her body and how it's going to change. So I think even if she explains that to somebody, like even I understand you should explain, you should be open, honest, especially if somebody you hunching on. But I feel like you won't get it unless you like it's one of them things that you don't really understand because after a while, how many times she gonna tell you no before you just like, bitch, you ain't.
But you have to be you have to be open as far as dialogue. You have to be able to listen. You have to be able to understand. You don't have to agree to understand.
Yeah.
Um, I have always I'm not the cutest dude in the world. I don't have the best. I don't spit the best game in the world. So I studied or attempted to study women. You can never figure out women, but biologically,
Never figure that shit out.
you will never figure that out. That you just leave that be and just see where the cards fall. But biologically, women go through a lot. Pregnancy, childbirth, menopause, like it's unless you are really putting yourself in their shoes, they can communicate with you all day. Like she was communicating with me, but I actually listened. Granted, I'm not the one she's hunching on, but I'm actually listening. I'm actually seeing the things she's going through. So I get it. And that's why I said I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'm married to you, so it's still death do us part, but I'm not getting any. What do we do? So
What do we
I'm
do?
gonna
How
cross
do we
that
fix it?
bridge when I get to it. I'm gonna buy a lot of lotion. I'm not even gonna front. Like I remember a story somebody told me where they wasn't given. Actually, I want to say it was one of your friends, Red. She wasn't giving her man none, and she woke up one night with him standing over top of her jerking off. And she said, "You know what? I get it. Okay." Actually, I
Like
do
that's
remember.
interesting.
I
I
remember
mean, a
reframing
lot
that,
of
thinking like
women can take
I
that. A
said,
lot of
I
women
said
can
that
take that
was
as
childish.
disrespect.
But it really depends on your relationship with that person too.
Yeah.
Me, I can get that off with the person I'm with. I can't get that off with quite a few people I've been with though. So it
Yeah,
really
'cause
just
some people.
depends on the person you're with.
So then that leads me to my next question. I'm bouncing around because like I'm going off the conversation that we're having, and it makes me hold on. Let me get this one out the way. It makes me y'all giving me ideas for questions. So, um, as far as masturbation is concerned, or I like to call it self love, not necessarily masturbation. I feel like self love is
Self love
It
is
is self-love.
crazy.
it's such a
Nope,
better
it's
Self love
self-care.
is
it's such a
It's
better
crazy.
self-love.
term. It is. It's like such a better term.
Hey,
So
it's self-care. It is part of self-care.
would you feel? Hi, baby. Would you? What? Oh, he's trying to play with me. Okay. All right. Bye. You want phone? Phone?
Self care
Here.
is crazy.
Yeah, he come over here. All right. So with that being the question, how would you handle like you and your lady friend getting it in? Y'all finish. You doze off. You wake up. She's relieving herself for a round 2 without you. Also, as a flip question, that question too. Y'all relieve yourselves, like y'all done had your moment, and then she goes to sleep, and then she wake up to you relieving yourself without her and watching porn. 2 different scenarios, well, 2 similar. How would you handle either or both? Yeah, both of them.
I feel like both people are gonna feel the same. I feel like both people. Yes, I feel like both people are gonna feel like they're left out, and both people are gonna be like, "Well, what the fuck didn't I do to satisfy you the first time?" And or if you felt the need to give yourself self care, why the fuck you didn't wake me up?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you if you got finished and y'all chilling, whatever, and you fall asleep and you wake up and she, giving herself self care. As a man, I felt like, okay, well, maybe I didn't put it down. Maybe it wasn't long enough. Maybe it wasn't good enough. And I would feel like, I'm not saying every woman would feel this way, but I would feel like a woman would look at it like, well, damn, you felt like you had to give yourself self care. I didn't do a good job the first time. Like, how would you feel, Sonny, if you just walked in and the guy was just, you would feel like, well, shit, maybe I didn't put it down.
Ideally enough. So for me, I think it would be time and place, right? Not necessarily with time and place. So like say if we just finished, I dozed off or whatever, because you Jay Holiday me and I went to sleep and I woke up and he was just doing his thing. I might be like, oh, so you need some help? Like I don't think my reaction would be like upset or feeling like I didn't complete my job, right? But then, like I said, I'm a different breed of person. I don't think I will be upset at that. Now, I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like that's not something you need to hide from it. Or I feel like because a lot of people do feel like you can't, like once you're in a relationship, you don't need to masturbate because that's what you got your partner for. And I feel like, and I don't feel that way. I feel like,
damn, I was muted. I said bull.
Huh? That's definitely bull. That's definitely bull. That's definitely bull
on that.
What?
That you don't need to masturbate no more.
Yeah, I feel like you can, right? I feel like you can.
Still can.
You still can. It's not a big. It shouldn't be looked at as a negative thing. I would rather see you doing that, and then me like, hey, like if I walk in from work one day because I got off work early and I didn't tell my man that I'm home, and I come in he going like he having a little
set up a nice afternoon for himself.
Yeah, he relieved himself in the afternoon. And my instinct would be to be like, babe, you need some help, or I might be like, oh, all right. And then I might want to participate. Like now I'm turned on because I see you getting all hot and bothered, and now I'm probably going to jump in and participate. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
Don't stop on my count.
I feel like it's healthy that you're doing that. You don't necessarily. I won't feel like less of a woman if you're doing that. Now, here's the caveat to that. Now, while I understand that, now this is the all day 24/7. You just always doing it. I'm probably gonna feel away. Because like I would be okay with me doing it without you, like in the middle of the afternoon, you not here, you at work, and I feel a little hot and bothered. I might be like, all right, let me just get one out.
Oh, well, see, those are 2 different things though, because you started off by saying
yourself.
No, it's the fact that she said she started off by saying if y'all just got finished doing whatever, she fall asleep. Like I feel like that's 2 different scenarios. If you're at work and you just catch me versus we had sex already and now you decide.
But that's why I'm saying both scenarios wouldn't necessarily bother me, whether you did it after or if I came home and that's what you were doing. Like I don't feel like you need to hide that you're over there pleasuring yourself. Like I wouldn't be like, oh my God, can't be doing stop me. Oh my God, I feel so like less of a woman. Blah blah. I'm not gonna feel that way. I would feel a way if you're doing it constantly.
And that makes sense. Because now we got to talk about like, hey,
you might have a problem. You might have a problem.
Yeah, I might have a problem.
We got, hold on, what they call it? We got to recalibrate.
If you got to recalibrate, you might have a problem. You might have an addiction. That'll
be a question like, would you?
Well, no.
That's something you should ask your partner. Would you feel away? Like, how do you feel about me doing self-love when you're not around, or if you're sleeping, I just want to rub one out? How would you feel?
But damn niggas, motherfuckers ain't admitting to their addiction. You ever heard a crackhead said I'm a crackhead?
Well, not saying addiction. I'm just saying like if you
No, would be
If
a
you
dog would
if
just
you
say
if
so
you
y'all
like you have if you like sex that much, you kind of want to let that be known. You kind of want to tell your partner instead of me running into you always with the wand between your legs. You know, at some point I'm going to have some questions. Now we just did now the whole scenario of just getting it in and I'm falling asleep. That has actually happened. The line was, "Hey, you worked all day and you did this, you did that. I was trying to let you get your rest." Well, I'm joining in.
yeah,
you
That's
wake
that's
pretty
just
my
much
it.
ass
how
Like
up.
that.
just join
That's
in.
pretty
You
much
wake
how that
my
goes.
ass up. You
That's
wake
how
my
that
ass
goes.
up.
I'm joining in. I mean, I'm joining in. One of the
That
realest
would be the
lines I
that would be
ever
the
heard.
thing.
One of the real, and this is how you know you with somebody. One of the realest lines I ever heard. Modern Family. Ed O'Neill. His wife in the show said, "Hey, honey, I'm about to get in the shower. Do you want to join me?" That man said, "There is a gun in the garage. If I ever say no to that, shoot me."
Yeah,
There should be no time that my girl can't wake me up
yeah,
or
Facts.
anything.
Facts.
There is no
Facts.
time.
I
yeah.
just wanted you to get your ass out of side of the nah, and you wake
You
me
know, I
up.
gave you my phone. I had another question. Damn it, and I screenshot it. Shit. But no, I feel like this. Like I feel like I because I was trying to understand how people really be getting mad about that, right? And for me, like as much as I know, I probably wouldn't be like having a big deal. I don't know how the other person may feel, and that would be a conversation. Like, because I'm like, listen, if you want to go rub one out, and I'm over here dozing off, go right at it. Now, if I
How about it?
pick up and hear you, I'm gonna participate. I might be like, I might cheer you on. I might participate. I might be on some bullshit. Help you get to the point, whatever. But that would be a question of like, hey, well, what do you think of this? Because I guess, like I said, it's conversation that people don't have that you don't understand that's something that may be an issue for somebody, right? Or like you got some people that don't like toys. I know girls that don't even pleasure themselves, and I'm just like baffled by that. Like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, I don't masturbate. I'm like, who raised you? Not I mean,
that's fine.
no,
Just
it's weird to
don't.
me because I feel like as a person, human being, you should know you should be able to know how to please yourself and get yourself to a point. You should know how to make yourself release.
Now
Period.
I'm gonna say those people that say they don't do it. Like I know a bunch of dudes that say they don't do it. I call bullshit every time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like you
Everybody does
should
it. Don't tell
know
me
how
you
to
don't
do
do
that.
it. But I
I feel
think
like
my
you don't have to
issue.
do it all the time, but I feel like you should know how to do it. And you should be comfortable enough with your body to know your body. Because
Every dude,
you meet somebody
one move.
that don't know what to do with you, and like they do some shit that they did to Keisha down the street, and it don't work for you, you're gonna be unpleased and unsatisfied for the rest of your life because you don't know what you like.
Hey, Red, watch this. Cam, you ever got that one call and you got to make a first impression and you pregame before you went over there?
Yeah.
You knock that first nut out before you get over there.
Oh yeah, you knock it out before you get over there. Yeah.
Who said that Cat Williams, the first nut will betray you?
It's been a move forever, since the dawn of time. I'm sorry, I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Everybody knows that second nut is.
That second one takes a minute. That
Takes a
second one is
minute.
the one you leaving the impression on. So either A, you trust yourself enough with that first one, but most dudes, we're gonna knock that first one out before we get out the door. By the time we get over to her house, we're ready for round two.
Yeah. But then you might not can do it round 3 because you already got the first one out.
I can't speak for those dudes.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
I know everybody.
Like,
I know
us
everybody
girls
does
don't
the
got
round
that
one.
I wouldn't say can't, but what if you don't want to? What if you feel like, second round, I'll put it down. That third round, you might like save something for the chamber. Shit, you might do that third round hours later, next day, next time. You don't know.
But the other scenario, the other scenario that is she taps out. She don't want that round 3. That round 2, she didn't get round 1, but round 2
it
wore
depends on
out.
how that round 2 go. Because if you Jay Holiday on that first one, she ain't got no like. Cause sometimes you just left dead. You just sitting there like a starfish. Like I don't even know.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that. I ain't gonna lie, leaving a girl in the same position, like you just go get some water or whatever, and you come back and she's still laying. In the same position you left her in?
When you go for the towel and you come back and she sleep in that same position.
That's a good one too.
Yo.
You want to see a dead body? Dead,
Yeah.
dead body just laying there, hair all over the face and shit. It could be a dead starfish. You absolutely
So
right.
you just laying there like,
I'm mad she said the starfish. I can't unsee that now.
because like that's what I think about. Because like if literally you getting up from the position that you in, if you're on the top or whatever, she just gonna lay like she gonna be the same way you left her. Like you're gonna get up and she's just gonna be like, I guess.
I think the funniest one is the dead cow.
Let me
They
just
just on their side and
you on the
both their
side,
arms and legs is out. They just on their side.
Oh no, what is it? When you're on all fours and you tip over, you just lay there. Like let me just
You just lay there and think about your life decisions.
lay
How
here
did you get
and
here?
figure out my life. Like he's gonna come in here.
How did you get there? Oh, you know how you got there. You just can't. You just amused that you're there. That's what that is.
Do y'all got any other questions? Or y'all?
What you got for us?
Y'all got a question for me? Since I asked y'all a bunch of questions.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I don't know. I was trying to think about like grabbing a question or a topic. So, all right. So, like, say you in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all like disagree about something. Are you the type of person that you just got to finish that conversation right then and there, or are you the type of person that could be like, "Let me go calm down, and then we can have this conversation later when we're both cool headed"?
It depends on the conversation. If it's a heated debate that we're not getting anywhere, especially if like we both been drinking or under some type of substance, we got to spend a block on it later. No, I'm saying because like you be chilling, you could be chilling with that person. Y'all be out, y'all chilling, you got a couple drinks in, now y'all drunk people arguing about some goofy ass shit.
Some dumb shit. Yeah.
I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. I gotta wait till let's go home. Like, cause I'm mad at you. We're gonna sit next to each other, and then we're gonna wake up and figure it out. We're gonna talk about it later on that day. We're not. I feel like if it's heated, we gotta take a step back and then come back when we both cool. I have this saying that if it matters, you got to spend a block on it. Like if it's like a core something that matters to you, we got to spend a block on it. If it's some goofy shit, I'm not about to entertain no goofy shit. So I'm gonna just walk off like you just having a moment that nobody else is having. I'm gonna wait till you sober or even if you just having a day and you just having a moment that I just can't participate in foolery. So if it's some petty goofy shit, no. But if it's something that matters to the detriment of our relationship, yeah, then we gonna spend a block on it when we at cooler heads or if we're sober. We can have it and really have a conversation and really try to hear each other. But if I feel like you're talking at me, we're not about to do that either. So like I'll let you yell till I'm blue in the face and look at you. I've done that. You could just go off and I'll be looking at you like, and the whole time I'll be saying okay, and you think I'm saying okay to you. No, I'm telling myself okay, because I'm telling myself not to respond, just okay. And then you be like, so you're not gonna say nothing? And I feel like people get mad when you don't say nothing. And I just be sitting there like you can be stomping
That's
feet,
true.
huffing and
The
puffing
messed up part is I
still
will
ain't gonna say shit
literally
to
do
you.
that just to be petty too.
Huh?
I'm mad as hell. I said I'll do that just to be petty too. I am mad as hell at you, but I ain't gonna say a damn word. And you get more mad at me for that than anything else.
And then you get mad because like you just want to argue. No, I'm not even like because in my head I'm not arguing with you. You talking to yourself.
I'm about to say you.
Facts. You talking to yourself. Yeah.
I ain't said a damn
You talk
word.
to you yelling at yourself. I just happen to be standing here, and this going.
But someone might get upset about that though.
Huh?
Someone might get upset. Someone might get upset that you recognize that it's gotten to this point. Okay, listen, we're both going back and forth. No one's being heard at this point. Now we're just having a screaming contest of who can scream over the other louder and walk away and say, "Let's come back and revisit this." Somebody else might be like, "No, let's finish this right now. I don't want to finish it later." You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
like the force of finishing it right now because I feel like when you do that, it could go one or two ways. It could go great, but it can go really bad. Because if you're in the height of emotion, you can, so for me, if I love you, like friend, relationship, whatever, if I say that I love you and you my peoples, like we cool, like we fly like that, and you want to yell at me and argue with me, I'm not going to say anything that I know that because first of all, I'm not taking shit back. Anything I say, I meant. But I'm also gonna handle you with care, and I would rather say nothing, say something in the heat of the moment that I don't mean. And for me, words are everything. I had somebody that I was in a relationship with. They used to say shit because it knew it was gonna hurt me. It wasn't true, but you would just say it because you knew you was going for the jugular. And it's like how you deal with me when
I
you're
hate
at your
people that do that
angriest.
shit.
Now,
Yeah,
anybody that can
how you
do
deal with
that,
me in your
y'all don't need to
angriest.
be around me.
You just
Yeah,
say shit because you angry. Like
yeah.
that,
And
that shit.
and for me, I don't care if you didn't mean it. You said it, and I can't unhear it.
Well, I didn't mean it. You said it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
And
think you did mean it.
I honestly believe children, people that are drunk, and people that are mad. They those three
they
subjects. They
say how
speak
they
the truth.
feel.
They speak the truth.
They speak
And
the
for
If you
me,
truth.
said
Yeah.
some, if you
because
said
if I love you, I can't do that. I can't.
how you treat me when you pissed off, that's how you really think of me.
Yeah,
And I
Mm-hmm.
have and at this big old age, I've ended friendships.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't have the remaining time to spend it with you.
yeah. I don't have the capacity to deal with that. So, like for
I
me,
don't blame
I
you.
would rather shut down and call it toxic or not. I would rather shut down in the conversation than me to say anything to somebody I love out of anger and don't mean it. Because for me, I do mean it. If I said it, I meant it. I take back my delivery, but I also meant what the fuck I said. So before I say something as hurtful to you, it's all facts. It's gonna be facts. It ain't gonna be no fiction. It's gonna be facts. So I know it's something that's gonna hurt you if I say it out loud in public. Because truth bomb hurt more than anything. So because I
Yeah.
love you, I'm not gonna do that to you. I would rather sit in silence and be toxic by not saying nothing, and you get madder and madder than me say something that's gonna hurt you to your core, and I said it out of anger. I would rather say nothing.
But something else I believe in as well, friend or relationship. Call me on my bullshit. Don't enable me. Call
Yeah,
me on my
don't be
bullshit.
no
Get
yes,
me in
yeah,
check.
don't be no yes man. Don't be
I
no yes
grew
man.
up in Trenton. The friends I had, they called me on my bullshit. I was wrong a lot of times. I noticed that when I left Trenton and started getting around other people, different states, you get a lot of yes people, just like you said, Cam. They just there. They pushing you to do shit. No one calls nobody on their bullshit no more. And everybody think they right. Come on now. But
I
even
just
in a
made a post
relationship,
today that
call me
said
on my bullshit.
that I just made a post that says hold your kids accountable for shit they do, so they won't become these adults that ain't never did nothing. And people always tell you because you never been held accountable. That's why you can't take ownership of your actions and know when you're wrong, right? The
Right.
lack of accountability. And I just feel like for me, like I said, I would rather spend the block on the conversation if it matters later than to be in a heated debate with somebody that I give a fuck about because it matters. And if I want to keep that, then I will wait and try to do it when I'm cooler. If I'm in my emotions, I ain't really trying to talk to you because like I want you to hear what I'm saying to you. I want you to understand, and I want to understand what you're saying and comprehend what you're saying. But we ain't gonna do that when we both yelling and being retarded and ain't getting nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that's not mature enough to do that, and some people say it's toxic. Like, cause I'll shut down. I mean, shutting down is kind of toxic.
But forcing
I
a
wouldn't say toxic.
confrontation,
Well, people say
it's,
that it's a toxic trait because you don't
it's
really deal with problems.
if you shut
That don't
down
make
in the
it
moment,
toxic. That just make
yeah,
it,
if you like me, I'll shut down in the moment. But that's because of two things. One, I can't articulate. I already figured that out a few years ago. I'm getting better, but I can't articulate when my mind is racing. I can't. So I have to come back to it. I have to stop in that moment, and I have to come back because I'm not going to give you an answer in that moment. I'm not. I'm not really going to have anything in that moment. I'm going to freeze up. So
Yeah.
that's one. Number two, I have been dealing with anger issues since I was a child. I have to stop and come back. If I get up to here, I'm going to stop and then I'm going to come back. The comeback is actually relatively quick. It's usually within 30 minutes or so. I can cool down pretty quick, but you don't want to force anything. You don't want to force a decision. You don't want to force a conversation. You want it to happen naturally, and you want it to be with cool heads. Just like Red
yeah, that's
said,
how
you
I
want
feel.
to be able to receive and listen to what your partner is saying and vice versa. But also,
Yeah,
you don't
that's
want
how
to
I
be
feel.
hot and just spitting off the top of your head and you say something hurtful just because.
I feel like sometimes, yeah, I feel like sometimes people miss that as much as you want to have the conversation, sometimes it's beneficial to not have that conversation in that moment. Because to keep it a buck, whether it's toxic or not, y'all not hearing each other.
At all. At all.
Y'all not. Y'all not really hearing what's being said. The non-verbal versus and the verbal. You're not hearing what's actually happening. And y'all could be on the same page about something, but the point of view may be a little different, and it's just not going where you need to go. But because y'all not in that space, you're not getting anywhere. So like it's just like two fool clowns sitting over there having a moment, and it's just like, oh, okay. So I would, like I said, me naturally, I'm just like I used to argue, but I hate arguing because arguing make you want to say something mean, make you want to hit me. So I don't want that for me.
What is wrong with women?
That's how I used to be. Like I never
like trying to hit motherfuckers where it hurt. Y'all be trying. No, like, now that sounds toxic. That sounds more toxic than the other shit.
She said she used to be.
But this is why. But this is why I said.
Does that not sound more toxic than just ignoring a motherfucker not saying nothing?
But people feel like that may be toxic too. But like I said, Dale, you knew me back in my young years. I was a hothead. You couldn't mumble two words. If I thought it was funny, it was a problem.
She was worse than me.
Yeah, so you talking like I'll cuss you out. I won't give a flying rat's ass and tell you where to go and how to get there. And my whole goal was to piss you off so bad that you wanted to punch me because I knew I was going to beat your ass. So I am a changed person.
Yo,
so therefore I don't.
She was better than me at rage.
I'm gonna end up in jail and I don't want to go there.
She was better than me at rage baiting. I don't want to do
that. She's an adult now. That's what happened.
Yeah.
She's great now. Like
that's what I'm saying. She turned into an adult. That's what you said.
We all
because you can't be. I feel like a lot of people grow up and just like yes. I feel like for me, I grew up and I was picked on. So it was for me. I had to start like if I couldn't because I had a really really bad stutter in grade school like. Bad. I was in speech there. I was in speech class, everything. I should leave the class, go to speech and everything. And like I fought in grade school, but nothing was compared to middle school. Middle school, I got into the most fights. Like grade school, I got into fights. I fought teachers and everything. So it was just a lot, right? But that was my mechanism for my childhood. Was like, okay, so y'all gonna pick on me, but I'll knock you out. Like, so we knew that you could talk shit. But if I felt like put my hands on you, I was gonna knock your ass out. It was just like we were gonna squabble up, right? And I understood as I got older, I can't do that. Like you can't keep living your life like that because yes, you can do that. But what happens when somebody really beats your ass? Like you could
not only that, you come to the realization you got shit to lose. You a homeowner. Yeah. You're a brand.
Yeah, and by the time I got to high school,
there's a lot of shit you can't do.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff you can't do anymore. Yeah, I was just having this conversation with somebody.
So it was like, all right, well, we got to jump this girl now. And like, so I could have been aired out in high school. I wasn't, but I'm saying it could have happened to me.
What they say, fools and babies?
Yeah.
Fools and babies. That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't know how I made it. I don't know how. My mom used to be like, my mom used to get notices. Like, Red was out there fighting. And she'd be like, what?
We just did this
she got jumped. And my mom would come home and check me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Mom, I don't know what they was doing when they was jumping me, but they ain't win. And shit, like it was just random ass shit. My mom used to get called all the time, and it was like, do I want that for my life? Like I said this on my little Mother's Day post on my TikTok. My daughter calmed me down. My daughter calmed me down because I was 18 pregnant with her. I had her at 19. I think I needed her in the moment I did because I could have went left. That's when the gangs really hit train. I could have been on some bullshit if I wanted to, but I'm glad that wasn't my life, and that made me calm down because you can't be out here doing goofy shit now. It's crazy. It's crazy out in these streets. I don't got time for that.
Nah, it's always been crazy. It's always been crazy.
I came to the realization I got shit to lose. I got kids that even though I didn't think they rock with me, they actually give a damn. You know, there's a lot of shit that I can. Yo, I legit don't think my kids mess with me like that. But my youngest can tell me every game that I get on because me and her are friends on Steam and Xbox. She can tell you every game I play. And my oldest has my location. She can tell you everywhere I've been.
I'm not giving my daughter my location.
We're gonna have to get you on PlayStation. You in this Xbox shit. We're gonna have to get you on PlayStation. Every time you say that shit, it cringes me. Like my brother plays Xbox as well.
Old man playing Xbox.
See, and Cam, you're a loyalist. I see. No, I get every system. I'm an actual gamer. I don't just stick with one. I'm looking for a PS5, but I just don't want to pay full price.
I got
All
you.
If
right,
you
Dale,
can
y'all
Shit, they
find me a
pretty much cheap.
PS5, cool.
Shit, they pretty much
But
cheap now. Sure.
but yeah,
But you probably got a PC though,
I
don't
think the handhelds. I got an Ally and a Steam Deck, so you might as well say yes.
you?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Dale, you got the last question of the night. I'm putting you in the hot seat.
I don't even know.
It could be a relationship or a sex or a question about like sex in relationships or whatever.
I mean, this is Sex with Sunny and all. So
This is Sex with Sunny.
at what stage do you think the conversation has to come along as far as realizing how far is too far? And just to give you an example, I have been with people, then we don't work out, but then somehow we spin the block. And when we spin the block and have new conversation, now we're having the sex conversation. And it's just like, oh, we could have been doing that. At what point do you have that conversation the first time and figure out, what your limits are? Like, when do you feel comfortable having that conversation? I never nailed that down, by the way. I even with my girl now, we've known each other 20 years, and within the last 2-3 years, we found out a lot about each other.
I feel like that, like I can kind of understand that because I feel like I said this many a times on Sex and Sunny, different people bring different things out of you, and it's the comfortability of it all.
True.
If you given F buddies, you may not get as far, right? Or you may get a little sample of what could be, but you're probably not going to get the whole thing. Because I've dated people that know me but don't really know me. So you can't. So like if I say something, they like, what? Because you don't know me like that. Like we never got to that comfortability level that you would even know me in that space. Like if you watch this show, you probably could know some stuff, but even then you don't even know me, right? So it's one of those things where I feel like you have to be comfortable with the person, and it's also you got to be mature enough to have those conversations. And a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people have sex that ain't talking about sex, and like these conversations are taboo even now. In 2026, it's still taboo. That's why
that's something I don't get.
Relationships having sex and ain't really
how are you with
themselves,
somebody?
ain't doing a lot.
How are you with somebody, but they don't want to have these conversations? They don't want to have that in-depth sex talk. I've seen that. I've actually experienced it. How is it that I've been messing with you for a few months, but you don't like talking about it? So I don't know. I just never found the right spot to even have that conversation until we spun the block.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it happens like that. Also, chemistry is a big thing with that too. If we have a certain chemistry, you may bring, like I said, I feel like with chemistry and communication, you can, or comfortability and chemistry and communication, you can probably explore certain things, but people got to open their mouths. You got people here having sex with people that ain't never orgasm or never like have desires or have fantasy that they want to fulfill, but they ain't talk to you about it. So you would never know because she's either scared. Like you see that when like a dude ain't never scared to ask a woman for a threesome, right? I ain't never seen no dude that was like, oh, I can't ask her for a threesome. Most dudes is trying to sign up for that.
I never asked.
Females, ask
Nigga, what?
No, dead ass. I never asked.
I mean, I don't think you have to ask, but I think the conversation comes up.
Like it could be this. This is why I say. This is why I always said, and I said on past shows, games, like little game nights, which is significant other. I did so for Valentine's Day. I did a basket. I did like 5 baskets. It was a chill vibes Valentine's Day date basket. So it had wine, it had wine glasses, it had massage oil, it had a game for couples. And like a fake little bouquet of roses, teddy bear, chocolates, and miscellaneous shit, and a little candle that lit up. So you could just like do like a little thing in the house. If you didn't want to go out, you could do something in the house and just vibe out and chill. Like have a little wine, not hard liquor, but like have some wine and just chill out and get to know each other. And it's a game. It had 4 different levels.
Red be doing the good baskets when I'm not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like
that's crazy. Look, goody baskets and shit.
But I do that with relationships in mind because those games make you communicate and talk.
I'm
It's
about to
like
make her mail me a basket.
it's like not I never, but it's games where you get to know wants and likes and different things. You get to try new things that you never did before. Everybody that bought a basket from me said they enjoyed the hell out of that basket and how I put it together and how they didn't think it was 4 levels. It was like getting to know you. It was a little spice and it was a little hotter and then it was next level.
Hey, for the people at home, are you mailing out baskets?
It cost me a lot. I did a baby shower basket. It cost me, so the basket probably cost me $60 to make it. It was like $80-something to send.
I mean, I can take care of the shipping.
So, like I said, if you want a basket, I can make you a basket. But like those, that's why I said like those types of things like you could do. Like it's like we date night. You can get a card game that y'all can play to get to know each other and see the games we played on Sex with Sunny. You can go buy them card games, and I don't know where I put them at. They over here somewhere. But I got games that I played on here that you could just play with, like a little. You could have other couple over and y'all get a little spicy and y'all have a little good time. They go and y'all just have y'all fun. Whatever you want to do. I'm listening. That whatever works for you. But it's to kind of get to know your partner and have
that stuff
the room to have those conversations.
All jokes aside, basically the stuff that she's doing, that's important. Having those games, having those conversations. Well, first of all, having those games just keeps the spice going anyway. You got to keep it fun.
Exactly.
But that answer your question.
You're getting your conversation out of it too.
That's true too. But to answer your question, I feel like once you break that ice, I feel like you should be having these conversations. Like I don't know how it happens for everybody. It's different. It might be a little joke. I don't know how y'all start talking about sex, but if you've been talking to somebody long enough, like it'll come up.
You should be able to have
I feel like you should be comfortable enough to have that conversation. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like doing homework without being obvious about it. Because if you ask enough questions, she'll tell you everything that she likes, and then you can just apply it instead.
Yeah,
or get basically a game and play it, and y'all can have those conversations. Like it's like I said, we play them games on Sex with Sunny. I'll pull them up for the next Sex with Sunny. I'm gonna show all the games that I got that y'all need to be getting. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do the next Sex with Sunny.
We should have run one of them.
Huh?
We should have run one of them.
What, a game night?
Yeah.
I mean, I've done that. I've done toy parties too because I feel like those are important too. But Shorty, what's the name? I'm saying it. Shorty.
Those are important. You heard that, though.
I say all the time, you cannot give everyone grade A until you. I feel like with us females, you should not be a starfish. You should participate. Now, I always say, hunt responsibly. You can't do certain things to everybody because people are crazy. If you show up and show out and somebody can't handle that, they are crazy. People are crazy.
We had this conversation.
Pressing crazy buttons. Pressing crazy buttons.
Yeah, we don't need crazy. So like you said, you can't necessarily give. I mean, you can, but you got to be responsible with doing that.
Y'all, you probably remember what I said. I'm not giving no 5 mic classic on the first album. You're gonna get 3 or 4. You ain't getting no classic.
And then if the chemistry right, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be what it is.
Trust and believe. If that chemistry and that emotional is in lock, oh my God, that's a beautiful situation.
Like there's been too many scenarios where because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I'm not doing it on the first night." You know how many people did it on the first night and they married now?
That's true. That's true. I guess.
You make your own rules and do what you want to do. Now, should you be humping everybody you meet on the first night? Absolutely not.
We are grown, tax-paying adults, but we should be doing what we feel is comfortable for us.
But you do what's comfortable.
Hunch responsibly. Hunch responsibly.
Yeah,
hunch responsibly. I got that word from Mia because Mia used to say that. Hunch. She like, hey, hunching.
Yeah, I used to hear somebody say that too. Hunching. Yeah, hunching.
Yeah.
I never heard that. And here's the worst part. I grew up with her. I'd never heard that unless I was down here.
Oh no,
that's why I heard that.
I think Mia lived down there. She lived in Atlanta for a little minute. So,
you talking about that
before she went down there? She was saying that before she went down there. So that was the thing she was saying when we had apartments across the hall on everything together. So I don't know, but all right, guys, it's been a really enlightening conversation. I feel like you guys answered a lot of my questions. I hope we answered your questions, fellas. Next time we do Sex with Sunny, I'm about to change my little whole thing. We're gonna do it two times a month. And I don't know what time. It's probably going to be 10 o'clock because I feel like that might be better because I used to be able to do it at 6. I'm not able to do it at 6. So we're going to try to get it back, the ball back rolling to 2 Fridays a month. Even if it has to be a pre-record, we're going to try to do it, whatever. But I appreciate you guys for joining us, watching, commenting. We appreciate it as well. Dale, tell them where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Instagram. Well, basically, you can find all my socials at NULYFE81 at gmail.com or just NULYFE. You can find me on all my socials, including Twitch. Like I said, I'm 1/3 of the Lunch Table Podcast, and you can find our podcast at youtube.com/at the lunch table or at the lunch table 5. You can find our podcast there.
Y'all got to jump on one day. You got to get me.
Yeah, we're on pause right now because we are getting ready for episode 100. So we will be back here shortly. But yeah, I got y'all. Y'all getting on there.
That's a big accomplishment.
That is. Congratulations.
We got the 100 quick.
Hold on. Oh, no,
you got congratulations. You got congratulations all around, though.
That part.
Oh, thanks.
I was trying to hold on. Where's the clapping? They got clapping over here. You know, I can't play nothing to save my life.
We're gonna have it. We're gonna have to have you sit down with Willie. We're gonna have to have you sit down with Willie and learn, Miss Producer. It's your boy Cam. Catch me on Instagram, Cam_Mr. 215. Twitch also Cam_Mr. 215. Appreciate you, Sonny, for having me on as always. Showing love. You know how we do. Sex with Sonny. And all love. Of course, sir. You gotta bring back the OG. You know.
Hold on, Dill, I found it.
Oh, she found it.
All right, guys, and y'all already know where to find my black ass. Well, let's see. I'm gonna get my banner up really quickly. All right, so it's I am Sunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Threads. Follow me, Main Character Energy Podcast. I will be in Philly this weekend recording for that. I'm super excited about it. I think our next episode drops this Saturday as well. The information will be up on my Instagram page, but do follow Main Character Energy Pod. We are also on Instagram and on TikTok, so go there. Unreservedly Me is my website. I have not been posting, but I will post very soon. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best.
Huh?
That's what we say. That's what we say sometimes. We like, you're the best instead of saying you're the best. It's just one of those things. You know, I hang around 20 people and we all got these random sayings, and then we catch ourselves saying something that somebody else is saying. Because like now, Willie and them got me saying, "What up, though?" And even my brother called me today. He's like, "What up, though?" I'm like, "What up, though?" Like, and it's a Detroit thing, but I've been rocking with Willie and them for the longest, him and Dame. So, what up, though? That's how I do. Shout out to them, Willie and Dame. And Hank, we miss you, bro. I know you're gonna be back podcasting very soon. And they'll better have us on the Lunch Table Podcast soon, because I'm tired of seeing.
I got y'all.
On TikTok, and I see them little Coonbergs up there, and then I'm not. I ain't been a guest host not no time.
Crazy work.
I got y'all.
All right, but hopefully it'll work out, because you know my son be set tripping, so just get me in there. But
he said you tripping on her. That's what he said. He said you tripping on her.
Hey, I got both of y'all.
Right, that part. We gonna show up on his podcast and show up. I'm gonna take over his whole podcast and be saying what I want. But all right,
that'll be a full-on freestyle day.
You said what?
I said that'll be a full-on freestyle day.
That part is out of control. I think your people would be like, "Yo, who is that? We out here crazy. We taking over.
We taking over. Taking over."
It's basically you gonna set the bar. Los is a habitual line crosser, so the bar is just gonna keep going. It's just gonna be one of those nights.
Jesus, Cam gonna be my backup. I don't know, but somebody gotta hold it down.
We at the lunch table. We at the lunch table with it.
That part. All right, guys. You guys have a great night, and we will catch y'all the next time this show goes live. And subscribe to YouTube. Oh no, I didn't. Oh my God,
you did not do your outro.
Huh?
You just trying to get out of here. You ain't even put up your socials and everything.
I ain't did nothing. Oh my God, I'm out here wilding in these streets. It's terrible. All right, GFT Radio merch. I got some on. Go to gftradio.creator-spring.com. Support us and bring you content for this podcast. Okay. go to follow us. I can't even read anymore. Follow us at GFT_radio on Twitter and Instagram, GFT Radio on Twitch, and GFT Radio Network on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, you should be in our Facebook group. Or if not, we don't respect you, but you can join. And then the podcast
words kicking her ass,
kicking my ass. And I got my glasses on. This is terrible. Join the conversation.
Dictionary.
Go ahead and if you miss the show, shut up. The shows, don't tell me you missed them because they're free and on demand 24/7. Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, YouTube, Apple Music, and you can watch the playback on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So I don't know why you say I missed it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll catch you next time. No, you can catch the replay. It's what you can do. And then Mondays, where am I at? Mondays, I'm putting in the wrong spot. But Mondays, we are live at 10 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I think I'm done. All right, I'm out of here. We're out of here. Thank you again. Sorry for my foolery. This is why I just sit here in this computer on Mondays and just look at y'all and not.
We're gonna have you sit down with Willie. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you right.
We're gonna talk to him about it. Sick of this. All right, thank you guys for joining. Bye.
All right, take it easy.